Welcome
also didn't.
everyone. This is what?
I said we also forget to say hi to bot. Hi bot.
Welcome everyone. This is another episode of Daily Rider Review with Sid, who also identifies as the Axor Joker guy, and this is the Studs Helmet guy. I would really appreciate if you can introduce yourself. कि यार कौन सी bike चलाता है and all that.
So hello everyone. My name is Siddharth More. I go by the name Sid, and I have Husqvarna Vitpilen 250 क्योंकि इंडिया में
Nice.
401 लॉन्च हुई नहीं थी.
Oh, dude, that's Vitpilen 250. I think it's a better Duke 250. But anyway, so what made you decide on this bike? Of course, you said 401 launch new with kind of, but what made you decide on the Vitpilen 250 instead of the Duke 250?
Never really been a huge fan of like Duke and all. Like
Mm-hmm.
I do love RC. I do love RC. Not kidding. RCs are like the best bikes I have seen, especially the old ones.
Uh-huh.
But then Duke, nah. ऊपर से I stay in Pune, bro. Every
Yeah.
second guy has a freaking Duke over here.
Okay, okay.
Like
Yeah, I was.
आधा MIT आधा MIT ड्यूक से आता है कॉलेज.
And how does it ride though? Like you ride it on the roads in Pune, highway city. How does it ride? How does the ride feel? Ride quality and all.
Bro, it's really freaking good. I swear to God, such a nice freaking bike. Like easy entries on the curves, easy exits, way to like
Uh-huh.
if you change the tires,
Yeah.
then it's like really good. The company tires are shit. Company provides the Rev Z C1 tires.
MRF.
The re- yeah, the
Oh.
Rev Z C1 tires are like shit, bro. Fabric belted
Oh.
tires after all. What do you expect from a fabric belted tire?
Yeah.
But हाँ,
Oh,
जब तक टायर
that
खत्म नहीं
is.
होता एंड
Mm-hmm. Huh.
एंड ऊपर से लाइक हाँ, अब्बाजान नहीं मानते नए टायर्स के लिए, इसलिए हाँ, जब तक वो टायर खत्म नहीं होता पूरा ऐसा लीन कर करके स्पिन
Huh.
ऑफ्स होना एंड एक हाथ दूसरे क्रैश नहीं होता तब तक टायर्स नहीं मिलेंगे नए. बट हाँ,
हाँ. उसके
इट्स
बाद
काइंड ऑफ
आई मीन
शिट.
ट्यूबलेस टायर है ना, तो उसके बाद ये ले सकते हैं अल्फा H1, अपोलो अल्फा H1 अच्छे टायर्स है. दे आर गुड ऑल्टरनेटिव्स.
They are good Indian tires in like steel belted technology. They are really good. Alpha H1,
Yeah.
the set goes for about 10,500 something.
10,
But I
11.
want,
Yeah.
uh, yeah, I want like Pirelli Diablo Rosso too.
Overkill but good. It's always better. I mean, मैं हमेशा बोलता हूँ यार, the better you go, it's fine to be overkill. Safety का कोई भी बार नहीं है. The better the tires are.
Exactly.
लोग ये नहीं समझते कि जितने अच्छे टायर है वो सिर्फ ग्रिप ही नहीं करता है, वो ब्रेक भी बहुत अच्छी मारता है.
That's the point, bro. And like Pirelli is into racing and all since like ages, bro.
So moving forward, of course ये forever bike नहीं है. हम सबको अपग्रेड करना है. So will you upgrade and sell this bike, or will you upgrade and keep this bike?
Bro, I'll keep this bike. Like, there's a story behind this bike, like why I got this bike.
Uh-huh.
Now, like this really good friend of mine, like best friend who's like family to me now.
Uh-huh.
And this guy, he got like Java Classic 42 2.1 in month of
Uh-huh.
October 2020, something like that.
अच्छा. हाँ.
Post lockdown, I mean. He never
हाँ.
wanted that Java and cruiser bikes and all. Without telling his mom, in the month
हाँ.
of January, he goes to the showroom of Duke and he takes like a test drive of Vitpilen
Yeah.
and he books it on the spot. He books it on
Yeah.
the spot.
Yeah.
क्योंकि बुकिंग अमाउंट 500 था, भाई के जेब में कुछ 600-700 रुपए थे.
Dude, are
तो
you
ही बुक्स
kidding
इट ऑन द
me?
स्पॉट.
500.
एंड
KTM takes
या
10,000 minimum.
आई
They
नो
took
10,000 मिनिमम दे
17.
एंड द बुकिंग अमाउंट फॉर हस्क्वर्ना विटपिलन कुछ ऑफर वगैरह चल रहा था एंड he booked it for like 500 rupees on the spot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He calls me. I'm like किधर है? He is like कि bro, you won't believe मैंने क्या किया आज. I was like देख भाई तूने कुछ सीन किया रहेगा, don't tell me. He was like नहीं, मैंने Vitpilin 250 बुक किया. I was like पैसे किधर से आए? He was like 500 रुपए था. I was like bro, are you crazy? तो डिलीवरी आ जाता है गाड़ी का।
हाँ।
डिलीवरी आने के बाद ये बंदा अपने पार्किंग से कुछ 2 बिल्डिंग्स दूर किसी और के पार्किंग में गाड़ी पार्क कर रहा है अपना, क्योंकि घर पे पता नहीं है। 2 साल हो जाएंगे, उसके घर वालों को पता ही नहीं है कि गाड़ी उसके नाम पे था, उसने लिया था वगैरह करके। देयर इज
And
लाइक
you
अ
have,
सेंटिमेंटल वैल्यू, या देयर इज लाइक अ
dude,
सेंटिमेंटल वैल्यू टू दैट बाइक,
that is
क्योंकि
amazing.
या एंड like the sole reason why I got it now is like the main part ki why I got it. I wasn't planning on getting any other bike. Yeah, he was falling short on funds क्योंकि he invested all his savings into the hospital का खर्चा and bills and
Mm-hmm.
all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like कि bro, I want to sell my bike.
Mm-hmm.
And the day he got the bike, I was like bro, जिस दिन तू बाइक बेचने का सोचेगा ना, बोला
Mm.
अगर वो टाइम तक 401 इंडिया में आया नहीं होगा तो मैं ले रहा तेरा बाइक करके। And that's
Sorry.
how I ended up with my Husqvarna. It's like more
Man,
of a
that's a
sentimental and
story.
emotional
Yeah.
connection.
The next question really answers itself. The next question was going to be, do you regret it? I'm sure you don't.
No, bro. I'm never gonna regret buying it. I'm never
So,
gonna regret. Like,
uh-huh.
that bike is like a connection between me and him. It's
Uh-huh.
like a legit connection between both of us.
Uh-huh. That's
We,
beautiful,
we
man. That's like bromance kind of thing. For someone who is looking to buy this bike, किसी को ये मतलब,
hmm
I mean, कुछ लोग अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकते 401, 401 वी नो इज एक्सपेंसिव, बट उनको फिर भी वो फीलिंग चाहिए बाइक की, वेटपिलन 250 इज अ गुड ऑप्शन टू गो। या फिर कुछ लोग वेट नहीं करना चाहते हैं, उनको वेटपिलन 250 लेना है। व्हाट वुड यू गिव एन एडवाइस टू पीपल हु आर लुकिंग टू बाय दिस बाइक?
I'll definitely say go for this bike. I mean, come on, bro. 30.84 bhp and like 24 nm ka torque and lightweight, bro. 161 kgs. That's it.
Any alternative that you thought that this bike might have? Any alternative this bike might have? Of course, Duke 250 है, but apart from this engine in this segment, is there any alternative, or these are just the two that you think are like the top of the cream that people should just go for if they have the funds, of course?
Like they can go for Gixxer, bro. Gixxer is not a bad idea.
Gixxer
Gixxer is good.
250. Yeah,
Yeah.
Gixxer is a good one.
I mean,
Good.
the difference between Husqvarna and Duke is that Husqvarna is more like amalgamation of a retro cafe racer and a
Hmm.
modern street bike in terms of
Yeah.
design.
Yeah.
And moreover, the design for 250 is like borrowed from 401 and like Svartpilen 401 and Vitpilen 401.
Yes. Yes. It's made for our
Just
market.
because, yeah, just because it's like in India and it's like introduced in India by Bajaj and sold in like KTM ka showrooms and all, uska underpinnings and engine they come with like Duke 250 ka engine and underpinnings and all that stuff.
And KTM own Husqvarna, so it makes sense. All of the engines are interchangeable.
Exactly.
The Husqvarna Vitpilen 901 is basically a Duke 890, so it's all interchangeable. But that's good. And finally, one thing. What are something that you would say this bike needs upgrades on? Like different
Fuel
bikes need
tank,
different things
fuel
upgrading.
tank, fuel tank, fuel tank, fuel tank, fuel tank. Bro, 9.5 लीटर का fuel tank है उसको.
यार लेकिन
It's
upgrades as in
9.5 liters.
upgrade as in what someone can do after buying this bike. You cannot upgrade a fuel tank after buying it, no. Like
Bro,
brakes
after
or
buying,
tires or handlebars or anything that you feel.
see, being very honest, like I'm using this bike since the day my brother got it. अब तो
Hmm.
I own the bike, but आफ्टर मार्केट में लाइक 2 साल के बाद भी अभी तक आफ्टर मार्केट में कुछ आया नहीं है, ठीक है। द ओनली पार्ट्स अवेलेबल इन आफ्टर मार्केट आर एक्सप्लोर मैन्युफैक्चरर्स का टेल टाइडी,
Hmm.
झाना का क्रैश गार्ड। दे ऑल्सो हैव लाइक मोटो राइडर और मोटो हाइपर समथिंग का क्रैश गार्ड, बट झाना का क्रैश गार्ड लुक्स वे बेटर देन दैट।
Uh-huh.
एंड there's a like very specific exhaust aftermarket, and they're like very costly. There's this barrel rogue exhaust karke.
Mm-hmm.
That barrel exhaust costs about 15K and all. If you want little bit of like sound and all, I'll say ki go for barrel rogue because it won't land you in trouble with like pops and all, especially in
Mm-hmm.
India.
Mm-hmm.
They have Akrapovic का racing line का variant for exhaust too, but it's available on Husqvarna का site itself. Of course, the air filter you can put in like BMC or K&N का air filter, and yeah, I'll say go for BMC. It's a good one instead of
Mm-hmm.
K&N. एंड हाँ जो केटीएम को आता है एयर फिल्टर वही हस्क्वर्ना में फिट होता है एयर फिल्टर.
Yeah, same. From inside, it's same. So nothing about brakes or tires. Basically, what you would do is what you would suggest is performance upgrades, not general
Exactly,
bike upgrades. Generally, the bike you think doesn't need any
exactly.
upgrades.
No, I don't think like tires after like completing 10,000, 15,000. The initial life of Seat का like sorry Revzi का tire is like 10,000 kilometers, but हाँ अभी I have completed about 18, 20,000 kilometers.
Mm-hmm.
But हाँ अभी जाके I feel कि the tires of spinning off on the place while like leaning or braking and all that stuff. So हाँ
Need new
after like
one.
15, 20,000 I'll say कि just change the tires after 15, 20,000. Go for Apollo H1 or Pirelli Diablo Rosso if you can afford, or Metzeler.
And thank you for agreeing to do this. I really appreciate this. This is just the
Bro,
second episode.
you don't have to thank me, bro. If you would have just
Yeah.
casually called me and you would have said ना कि अभी हम लोग ऐसा ऐसा कर रहे हैं, I would have been like, bro, रुक मेरे को हेलमेट पहनने दे. तू स्टड्स गाय बन रहा है, मैं एग्जॉर गाय बन रहा है.
Thanks, yeah. I really appreciate this, bro. So that's end of this session with Vitpilen 250 with Sid. If you want to share your social, you can do it. If you don't want to share it, then that's fine as well. Whichever.
Till then, you can follow me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is underscore the guy with curly hair underscore.
God. So I'll put it here, guys, down, so you can read it also in a while. And yep, thanks again, Siddharth. It's nice meeting you, bro. It was great. And yep, we'll meet for part three, whoever we'll find.
And you should come to Pune.
Yeah, definitely.